Hey YouTube. So this specific personal transition update is going to be a special one because it's the first one that I'm doing, and I will be talking about changes from the first couple of days, the first week, and the second week of being on testosterone, because today is my 3 weeks and 1 day on testosterone. Okay, so the first few days, after my first shot, I was just excessively eating. Just everything in the fridge, everything, every hour I was hungry. But that died down after about the third day. I just, like, my appetite just kind of decreased, and I wasn't eating very much. But also, coincidentally, we were low on groceries, so I don't know if that was... Alright guys, so I apologize for the change in scenery. This is actually a few days later from when I started the video. That's because I got interrupted and I had to go somewhere and I haven't had time to film, but I will continue talking about the changes that I wrote from my notes from before. And I even wore the same shirt for you guys, just to keep some form of consistency. Alright, as I was saying, if I had the munchies at home, then I most likely would have been snacking all day. Other noticeable changes from the first few days: my sex drive actually existed. Lately, the past couple of months, pre-testosterone, I haven't been very sexually active, but the very first day of testosterone was just like a gradual increase, and the next day some more, the next day some more, and on like that. Also, immediately, the very next morning, after my testosterone shot, I noticed some growth down there, you know. Common myth: testosterone will not grow a penis, or will not make you grow a penis. There's no way, you will not have a fully functioning penis just by taking testosterone. What many trans guys do experience is an enlargement of their clitoris, which is what I'm talking about. And it wasn't much, it was just noticeably larger. That continued to increase between the first and second week. Along with my sex drive, it just kept going up and up and up. Like a 4-hour marathon occurred. Yes, that was very fun. Also, between the first and second week, my voice just felt different. It didn't necessarily sound different, but I could feel, just the way I talked was starting to change. It just felt a bit different. Between the first and second week, my voice was not noticeably lower to anyone, but it was just a teeny tiny, almost non-existent bit lower to me. But that's because I hear myself every day, and I notice, and I feel it, and I'm also looking for it. So there's that. Body odor, my scent changed within the first few days, and especially between the first and second week. It was just a lot stronger, a more potent smell, I guess, just from everywhere. Just everywhere you smell, it smelled more and different. Definitely more masculine in a way, just a bit. But that's it for the first and second week. So for between weeks 2 and 3, my scent is still changing. It's like it doesn't know what it's doing. It hasn't decided on how it wants to smell, or how it wants me to smell. It's still strong. It's not getting much stronger, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't smell like me, or how I'm used to smelling, I should say. I'm definitely experiencing some voice changes. My voice is noticeably deeper. In a few more days, it will be my 1 month on T, so it's starting to really, I can hear it very well, and it's great. I fucking love it. My mother described it to me as, it sounds like I had just woken up. I don't live with my mom, but I do call her often, And she says, now, I just had dinner with her last night, and last night she said that now, every time I call her, she's not used to my voice being the way it is, and she feels like I had just woken up every time we talk, which is not the case. So, definite changes there. Another thing my fiance noticed in me is that my face is more angular. I don't know if you can see in the camera or not, and I don't see it myself, but she sees it when she looks at me, I guess, but it's more like my cheeks have gone down. I've always had very chubby cheeks since I was really young, and it seems to be going down, I guess, like almost flattening out or something. I don't know. Also, I am getting stronger with no exercise whatsoever. I have not started an exercise routine. I have not moved yet. I will be moving in a few days. After I move in, after I get settled down, then I will start my new workout routine, because I haven't been working out for the past year. So I'm going to show you my arms with no working out whatsoever. This is almost 4 weeks, so almost 1 month on T, but still technically 3 weeks. Okay, this is, I don't know if you can, no physical exercise whatsoever. It's my left. So there's that. It's been a lot easier bringing in the groceries when we go shopping. My sex drive is still very present, but it's not increasing anymore. It kind of, I said the first few days were like a gradual increase and then a spike, and now it's kind of just like, it's still up there, but it's not increasing anymore. So for my 3 weeks, I am starting to notice acne. I think this, some over here, that's not fun. But I've always had acne ever since I was really, really, really young. So I don't know if it's just that acting up because it's summertime or if it's the testosterone, but there's that. But I'm noticing it's more painful now. Like if my hand rubs against my face the wrong way, I'm like, oh, ouch. And it's more painful than the regular acne I would get when I was not on testosterone. Hair. Before taking testosterone, I was shaving my peach fuzz off. Well, in hopes that it would grow back a bit thicker to resemble cis male facial hair. And it actually has worked for me. It's a little bit thicker. I know some people don't think it works, but for me it's a bit thicker and it feels nice. And besides that, just the act of shaving helps with my dysphoria. Since I had my first shot on the 21st of June 2013, I have not shaved since then. So it's been 3 weeks, and there has not been any noticeable hair. There's the little hairs growing back from when I stopped shaving, but my dad wasn't or isn't a particularly hairy guy, so I'm not exactly expecting, a beard. But I would like one. It would be very nice to have, a little bit of something. Other than that, I have noticed that my leg hair is longer. I grew out my hair for about a year before I started testosterone, and I do have pictures of that. I have pre-T pictures, but I do want to show you. Can I show you? I don't know if I can show you, but let's see. This is my And as for my armpits, I don't think I've noticed any. I mean, I grew those out too prior to taking testosterone, but here, let me it's not much. It hasn't been, I mean, maybe it's a tiny bit longer, but I don't think so. And yes, I wear undershirts under my binders because it gets really hot here in Vegas, and I sweat, and this soaks up the sweat better than this. So, oh, okay. One thing I have not talked about at all was mood. No noticeable changes in mood for the first few days, the first 2 weeks, nothing. Up until a few days ago, my fiance and I got in a quarrel, and I was very hurt, and I felt the need to cry. And I say this shamelessly because it was a very touchy subject that actually dealt with my transition. But I couldn't cry. I tried to cry because I wanted to, because I just needed to get that emotion out, but it wouldn't happen. I think it like 1 or 2 tears, but I couldn't actually full on. It was just and I wasn't really crying, but I was inside. It was weird. It was really weird. It's like my crying is shutting down. Like, you're not allowed to cry anymore. You're a man. Something going on internally that those tear ducts weren't running full speed. Alright, so as promised, I will show you the videos of me pre-testosterone and 1 day on T. But I will show you pre-testosterone video first. She has a Christmas present from a friend. I had no idea I was getting her. No clue. Really good friend of mine just kind of brought up a fur ball to me a few days before Christmas and was like, Merry Christmas, you know? And I was like, wow, a cat. And I've never really been a cat person, so it's kind of new. And then we'll just go ahead and bring up the 1 day on T. Here. Ow. Testing audio quality. From lap distance. Do I sound like when I'm talking very softly? You never talk like that. I do sometimes. This is what it sounds like when I'm talking very loudly, and this is what it sounds like when I am talking normally. I was trying to figure out whether I would be using my webcam, my cell phone, my fiance's camera. I'm trying to figure out what I was going to use to film. So that was 1 day on T. That was what I was doing with my day. In 5 more days, I will be 1 month on testosterone. Woo! Very excited. So expect that to be my next video. So if you've managed to watch this video all the way until the end, you are now completely updated as of the 16th of July, 2013, with my transition. Thanks for watching, guys. Fuck, I hope I did this right. Oh, no. Okay. Fuzz off. In 5 more days, I will be I'm gonna cut all of this crap out. Cutting this video now. No, one more time. But I didn't like my